It's the wrong direction. Okay, I am here in Cocoa. I was at a rally. The rally's over. I did get here late because it was pouring hard and I really didn't want to leave. It took me a couple times to will myself to actually get in the car, get everything ready and go. But I finally left. I came here. I went across the bridge. I met everybody after I got across the bridge because they were already there. And then I walked back with them. Now I'm going to head over to Michael's to get some supplies for the next few days of protests because I will be going. I think we have one going in Melbourne tomorrow. And then we have another one somewhere on Wednesday and another one on Friday, and I should be attending all of them, and who knows after that, but we gotta keep showing ourselves, keep working at this, keep fighting, keep showing them that we're not, our bodies are not for sale, and our bodies do not belong to the state, the government, to your religion, to anyone's church. They belong to ourselves. Our decisions for our reproductive freedoms are our decisions. They don't belong to anyone else. Nobody else has any business making decisions for my family, for my body, other than me. And that goes for every other person in the world that's able to carry a pregnancy. No one has a right to decide what to do with that pregnancy other than that person that is pregnant. And I'm really, really frustrated that we have to have this kind of fight, but it's the reality. It's the reality. And it's fucking sad. It's fucking sad we're here. But let me shut this off so I can head over to Michael's, get some shopping done, and then I'll head over and get some gas. I also wanted to say that I was going to be streaming on Friday. I was going to be streaming about my diet and my health a little bit, and I was going to make fish piccata this Friday. But I will be at a protest unless that protest gets canceled. So this Friday I should be streaming on Facebook if I can get internet access. I was not able to get internet access at first here. I think I got it now, but so the plan is I get internet access, I will stream on Friday at the protest. If I am not able to get internet access, I will record the video and then I will download it later for everyone that wants to see. Please join me every Friday, 5 p.m. I will find a way to stream. Since I cannot stream by mobile on YouTube, I will have to do it on Facebook, and then I can just load that video onto YouTube later on. That works fine. I have been able to download any Facebook video and any Facebook stream that I've done onto my computer, and then I can just put it on YouTube later as a regular video, which it looks like if you record a video and you download that onto YouTube, that actually is more likely to get looked at than a live stream, because the live streams are it looks like they're substantially driven by your subscribers, and right now I have very few subscribers, so it's not like my streams are going to get a lot of visibility at all. I mean, they're probably none of my YouTube stuff will get a lot of visibility at all, but it seems like it's even less likely on streaming. So like I said, as long as I have to use my phone in order to do the streaming, it will be on Facebook if I can, and then I will just download the video onto my computer when I get home and load it onto YouTube. I have been messing with some of the YouTube editing tools, so there's some really minor video editing tools on and stream editing tools on YouTube. They're not the greatest, but they are there so I can do some things. It's just really limited. And I've also found, like, I was trying to do blurring on one of my videos, and it said that because I already trimmed the video, I was not able to blur the video. And then there were other ones that I had not trimmed the video, but it still wouldn't let me blur the video. Like, when I went to save it, it wouldn't save. So it let me blur the stream, but then when I tried to save the stream, it wouldn't save it with the blurring. So I'll keep working on that. I'll figure it out. But I also have new editing software for my stream, so I will be able to use that, but I have to learn it first. So if you give me some time, as long as I have access to my husband's laptop, I will go ahead and I will start playing with that editing software, the streaming editing software, and try to learn how to use that so that when I run my streams from his laptop, I will be able to use that software in order to edit it and just stream it from there. And we'll see how that works. We'll see how well that works. Anyway, it was nice talking to everybody. I look forward to seeing you later. If you're trying to chat with me or anything, I have no idea if anybody's on, but if you are on, I can't see my phone because I really smartly did not set the camera to look at me, so I'm like looking at the back of my phone. And for all I know, I could have like my head cut off or half my face cut off, because I don't really know how well the picture is actually getting me. But next time I will try to remember, if I'm live streaming up from my phone or videotaping from my phone, I will try to remember to flip the camera so that it's taking it from the front and I will be able to actually see what I'm posting. And then if I am on Facebook, I might actually be able to see my comment section if any comments come up. But anyway, for right now, it's nice seeing everybody. I hope anyone who can come out and just make your face shown, make some signs, get some visibility, any kind of protests you can find, rallies, anything that you can find, organizing, planning, doing volunteer work with organizations that are trying to get abortion care provided, making sure abortion care is accessible to those that are being prohibited from getting it. Anything that you can think of. My thought right now is that I am fairly well free right now. I don't have a 9-to-5 job. The only work I'm doing is mostly right now with my YouTube and Facebook and trying to come up with content and load it onto my computer. It's all computer, and so if I have internet access, I can do that. So I'm available to work on other things, to do other things. So if there's like a way I can drive people over the border to another state, Florida's not going to be the most accessible state either. As far as I understand, the beginning of July, our law automatically switches to 15 after a 15-week ban. And knowing DeSantis, knowing our right-wing politicians, I am pretty confident they will try to make it much more stringent and much worse. But right now it looks like, I think it's July 1st. But even if it's not July 1st, the beginning of July, that 15-week abortion ban is supposed to kick in. So anything after 15 weeks. It just sucks. But yeah, if there are places where they're not too terribly far from Florida, and I have the time and I have the energy and the gas, and if Craig is willing to let me take a trip or two, I think maybe transporting people to and from one state to another, trying to get them to a state where they can access abortion, or trying to get them access to pills, to the abortion pill, if they're early enough. I mean, that's the ideal situation. You try to do it as early as you can, and then you can access the pill, which is much easier on your system. It's much less likely to have complications. Hopefully get access to a doctor so you can make sure that you have somebody keeping an eye on you to make sure that you're, because it's not like an easy thing. An abortion is hard, but an abortion is not as hard as an entire pregnancy. And the further into a pregnancy you get, the harder the abortion is. The more expensive it is, the more complicating the procedure is. And after you get to a certain point, you can't take a pill anymore. You have to actually go in for surgery. So these are really important things, and whatever way I can help, that is what I'm hoping to be able to do. But I'm hot, I'm tired. It was a long trek over that bridge and back, and so I'm ready to go. I hope you're all ready to go. I hope everybody is ready to do something. And if you think that the Supreme Court made the right decision, that's your prerogative, but I'm sorry. The state has no business making those decisions for me, for other people, for anyone. The state does not have any business making our family decisions, our decisions as to when we're going to reproduce, when we're going to have a pregnancy, how long we're going to carry that pregnancy. They don't. They shouldn't. This never, ever should have occurred. It never should have been allowed in the first place. Roe versus Wade never should have had to happen, because it should have already been legal for people to make their own decisions about how they proceed with a pregnancy, about their own family life, about family planning, about birth control, contraception, about carrying a pregnancy, about keeping a pregnancy, about getting rid of a pregnancy. All of that stuff should be up to the person, not the state, not your church, not your religion, not your faith, not your idea that this is murder. This is not murder. These are not babies. You can call them babies all you want. They are not babies. They are not living, breathing, viable people. They are not able to live on the outside of the womb. If they were, they would already be protected. Already have protection. I'm a little frustrated about this. It's just so fucking disturbing, the whole thing. Pardon my language. I know I probably shouldn't be cussing on social media, but come on, why do we have to be dealing with this? Because some people thought that they should have the right to make decisions for every other person on how to proceed in this situation. I'm just so done with people like this. I really am. My private life, your private life, everyone else's private life in the world is your business. If you are not murdering somebody or stealing something or committing fraud or committing adultery or domestic violence or human trafficking or something illegal like that, and it is your personal private business, then it should be your personal private business. you want to get advice from your doctor, that's great. That's advice. That's not the doctor telling you you have to do this or you can't do that. That's your doctor advising you as they're supposed to. If you want to inform your partner who got you pregnant, that's your prerogative. That's your right. But pregnancy occurs in your body. If you are pregnant, that occurs in your body. It doesn't occur in your partner's body. Unless it's your partner that's pregnant, and then it's their decision. It's their body. They have to go through 9 months. 9 months of pregnancy is not anything to freaking laugh about. It is not easy. It is not. When people say, oh, well, why don't they just give it up for an adoption? You are talking about forcing them to carry a pregnancy for 9 months that they have no intention in keeping, on affecting their life and their health, and the life and health of that unborn child also. And then you are talking about leaving that child to the devices of the state. So again, you're handing them over to the state. When did we decide that the state knew best how to freaking take care of ourselves, our lives, our families, our family planning, our bodies, our people? When did we decide this? Because I don't freaking get it. It's not like a whole bunch of states are making the greatest decisions in the world for their people. We have people complain left and right every freaking day about the decisions that the politicians in their state make, and the lawyers and justices make in their state. And we still have this argument that somehow handing this stuff over to the state is the right thing to do. It's not. It's not. Not when it's your personal private business. Not when you're not doing anything freaking wrong. And I know some of you think that having an abortion is wrong. That's your prerogative, so don't have an abortion. But don't force your freaking values and morals on everybody else. Because those are your morals and values. You should be taking care of them. They should be dear to you. To you. But they should not be forced on everybody else. So now, again, I'm going to shut this down. I will see you later. I'm sorry for getting all frustrated. It's really trying time. This was like a big kick in the gut. It hurts. I knew it was coming. And it still hurt nonetheless. I was so freaking sad and depressed. So sad and depressed. And then the next day, I went out there with my family. I went outside in our backyard, and I just worked on that stupid ass pepper tree to try to just blow off some steam, which did help. It did help. I felt better later on that day, but I'm still very freaking sad and very angry. Just very angry right now, as you can tell. But have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. I'll probably be streaming more because this is going to be happening frequently, and I plan on streaming pretty frequently if I can whenever I'm at these rallies. Today was late, so it was haphazard and I wasn't able to connect. But in the future, plan on it. Plan on seeing me on several live streams if I can, or at least seeing me load a lot of videos in the future of being at rallies and whatever other forms of organized anything that I can do. Bye. Now I have to figure out how to turn this off.